Hey, this is Zach from Carmel Total Fitness. I've just been recently getting a lot of questions because I've lost a lot of weight. I lost about 30 pounds, and people ask me, how I did it. They ask me how much cardio I've been doing, how many times a week I'm working out, what crazy diet am I doing, and it all revolves around being consistent. I knew beforehand, before I wanted to lose weight, that I was eating around 3,000 calories a day. And knowing that allowed me to really customize my diet as I wanted to lose. So eating 3,000 calories a day was about my maintenance. I ended up cutting out about 500 calories a day, which nets about a pound a week roughly. Okay, after a couple months I lost, I'd say, about 10 pounds, and 8 to 10 pounds. After a little while, your body does start to plateau, and I kept kept going. Eventually I did have to cut the calories down a little bit more, so I cut it down to about 22 to 2,300 calories a day. And I went and lost a few more pounds, 3 or 4 more pounds, before I found that again I had to plateau. So I actually dropped it down to 2,000. I continued to lose weight for a short period of time. I did plateau again. At this point I thought, I don't want to cut any more calories. I should always be eating as much food as possible to keep getting results. So I decided to try a little bit of a lower carb approach. I basically ate, all meats, fibrous vegetables, and healthy fats. I kept that going, and I dropped another 10 or so pounds doing that. And typically my breakfast will include, usually I'll go with 4 to 8 ounces of pork, steak, or chicken, and I'll eat nuts with it. Throughout the day, I'm going to be eating anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces each meal, with upwards of 4 cups of fibrous vegetables, which I prefer broccoli. I also do fish oil throughout the day, coconut oil, olive oil, and that's really helped me feel good and continue to get leaner. A lot of times people ask me how much cardio did I do. I did maybe twice a month, to be honest with you. A lot of it all has to do with consumption of calories. As long as you're consistent with your workouts, which I am, 3 to 4 days a week with weights for me, and I push it to build muscle, keep my metabolism up. But as long as you're consistent, you shouldn't have to drastically change your exercise schedule to really keep it on cue. I would really just change your diet as you go along, and stay strict with that. Don't overwork your body when you're in a deficit. It's only going to make you tired and sleepy. You're going to have, feel crappy. After a while, if you do tend to go low carb, you might start to get a little bit run down, and at that point you might want to start adding carb days, or you could even do carb meals after your workouts to help refuel a little bit. But the lower carb definitely helped put me over the edge on getting leaner. It kept my insulin down. I did feel pretty good for at least a few weeks. Once I started to feel run down, that's when I started adding in more refeeds. And funny thing is, I actually ended up losing more weight after that. I lost another 3 or 4 pounds after I started eating more again. So if you guys are looking to lose weight, there's so many ways you can do it. There's so many diets that you can follow. The biggest thing is, some people will say don't count calories, just monitor your portion control, your portion sizes. That's fine. If that works for you, great. But if it's not working, you got to change something. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result. So if you're not getting the results you want, maybe start counting your calories to see where you're at. And if that's your maintenance, say it's at 2,500 calories is what you've been eating, and you're maintaining your weight, maybe cut it down to about 2,000 calories and see what your body does. Take it down incrementally down, nice and slowly, and just monitor your weight week after week. See what happens. If that doesn't work, sometimes you might just need to change the type of foods. Like I said, I went from moderate to high carb down to low carb and continue to lose more weight. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and feel free to post anything in the comments section. I'll try to get to you. Thanks, guys.